little hint, and there it is. Where did all the money go? And here's the question I pose to you. Does Wall Street, big money, big banks, smart money, whatever you want to call them, do they control the stock market, or do you, the regular guy? Who controls the market? Who moves money around? I guess we all know that answer, right? That answer is pretty simple. Big money, smart money. Now, if they do that, how do they do that? Well, they control cash flow, right? So if you're putting money into a market, I don't care what market it is, prices go up, right? You put money in, prices go up. Real estate, oil, stocks, bonds, crypto, whatever. You add money to a market, things go up because you're buying. So people are bidding it up. When you take money out, you remove money, prices fall. Why? Because you're bidding it down. No one wants to buy it at $8. Now they'll pay $7.90. Then they'll only pay $7.80, $7.70, so on and so forth. So money in and money out. That's what you're always looking for. So what you have to do is right now you have to say to yourself, did money come out of this market at the high? Did enough money come out of this market that we're headed for a crash? Because if you were controlling this market, if you were the guys that put lots of money in and took lots of money out, would you just allow yourself to fall with the market? Or would you remove yourself from that market first so that you could buy back into it later when things were cheap and run it back up? If you can find that answer, if there's a way to know that answer, then you know right now whether there's a crash coming or whether there's not a crash coming. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the number one indicator as to why we are not headed for a stock market crash. And I'll let you in on a little secret. One, where did all the money go? Or where did all the money come from is also another good question, is the answer. So let's go ahead and get into it now and take a look at how we identify if a bunch of money is going into a market or if a bunch of money is coming out of a market. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, and here we are. So what we're looking at right here is the S&P 500, okay? Here, let me go ahead and get some notation going here. So what we are looking at is the S&P 500. All right. We are looking at that on a monthly chart. And this is live right now. And what we see is that the current market is up about 8%. All right. We're looking at a monthly chart. Now, how long did this monthly chart go? It goes back to, it's about 2007. I know it says 2008 here at the bottom. It says 2008. And it goes until today. So this right here is the is from 2000. This is 2007 or so until today, 2022. This is October 3rd, 2022. So what we need to know now is what we were talking about. Did a lot of money come into the market or go out of the market? Well, the way you identify activity is to look at volume. You look at volume. You say to yourself, okay, what type of volume are we looking at? Well, this is back here in 2008, 2010, 2012. So from about 2008 to 2012, it looks to me like we had a massive amount of volume. That to me is volume that says, you know, this is probably an economic event unlike we've never seen before. And if you live through this time, you know that that is in fact a very large economic event. And what happened in that economic event was simple. Let's go ahead and mark that economic event. All right, perfect. I can brighten that up just a little bit for you. I don't know if that helps at all. I hope it does. In any case, so this is an economic event, and this is the large activity that went with that event. So within that event, we had a massive amount of activity. A lot of this is buying, a lot of this is selling, a lot of this is confusion. Now, this is 2008, roughly right here. So this is before the crash of 2008. which means all of this back here is 2007. What I want you to look at right now is, was there an indicator that prior to 2008, which is right here, was there an indication that a lot of activity was taking place and that smart money, big money, Wall Street money was getting out of the way of a market event? So again, when I move this arrow is going to stay stagnant because I didn't anchor it onto the page. But what I would like to do is I'd like you to remember where this arrow is. So you have this big red bar, another big red bar, and a green bar. And this takes you, by the way, all the way back to August of 2007. That's where this first big, large green bar is. So let's scoot this over. All right. This is that August of 2007 right here, this large green bar. Would you say that looking back, there was an indication of some selling going on here? How much larger is this bar than this volume down here? 500%, I would say. Now let's move this back over. So what that is that's an indication of the people that control the market doing a lot of activity at a market high. A lot of activity. Smart money does what at a high? They sell. And they do what at a low? They buy. They're doing what everyone else is trying to do. And yes, they do have some control over the market. So yes, it is a bit easier. They're buying low, they're selling high. So let's go ahead and simply look at today. Does or do you think? I'd love to hear what everyone thinks in the comments below. Please share your thoughts with me. Does anyone, or is there someone that thinks this looks like an economic event? Is there anyone that thinks this same area looks like there's a bunch of selling going on up here, like there was back here in 2007? Is there a large increase in volume, a large increase in activity here? Is there anyone that thinks that where we sit right now even stands out on this chart? Does this area even stand out on this chart? Or is smart money doing anything in this area? Is big money doing anything? Again, this right here, let's change the color. That right there is 2007, August 2007, before anything occurred. This is what the volume was like behind it. Like that right there. You can see this is at what? 500%? How high was it? I'm going to go ahead and say it was about 500%. Higher volume, August 2007. That's your answer, folks. For there to be a large crash, fall, repricing, there has to be an increase in selling. There has to be turnover. There has to be activity. I do not see any right now. If you do, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have conversations about opposing positions. I don't see anything that indicates to me that we are headed for some disastrous market crash. If you do, I'd love to hear from you. Like, comment, share, please. I'm trying to help people to recognize how the market does really work. I'm trying to help the average everyday guy that's out there know what a 25-year veteran that has been trading and moving assets for 2 decades, what I look at and what I see, to help you see the same. So again, like, comment, share, please. Also, I do one-on-one coaching. If you're interested, you can email me at Derek, D-E-R-E-K, at VPG volume price gap theory.com. VPGtheory.com. Derek at VPGtheory.com. I hope I hear from you. I would absolutely love to hear from you. I love teaching people how the market works, how they can make the market work for them, what it can do for them. So again, let me just put this up for you. Here we go. Derek at vpgtheory.com. That might be the slowest I've ever typed in my entire life. Okay, I look forward to reading your comments, and I would love to do a follow-up video. So if you'd like to see a follow-up video, if you'd like to zoom in on what's going on now, let me know, and I'll be happy to do that. Until next time, I will see you soon. Again, this video is being made live for you on October the 3rd, 2022. And what we are talking about is the fact that there is not going to be a crash, and there's not going to be a giant fall as being predicted everywhere, as far as I can tell. What I see right now is quite the opposite. So I hope that I see you and hear from you soon, or at least hear from you. And for some of you that are interested in coaching, Derek at vpgtheory.com. Like, comment, and share, please. It's the best way that I can help this channel move, and it's the best way that I can help the most people. All right. Until next time.